In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. I am your host, the King Striker, and tonight I got a very awesome special guest that's going to be coming on, and we're going to be talking wrestling. We're going to be talking Christmas, and I am very excited to have this guest on the show tonight. I am by myself. I gave the other guys the night off. They're doing their own thing, and I got my special guest tonight, and that guest is none other than Slammin Sammy. Hi, Sammy. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Larry. How are you?
I am fantastic. I am excited. I've been waiting all day for this interview, and we're going to have some fun tonight. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. So, how was your day today?
Good. How was yours?
Oh, it's much better when I know I got an interview to do and I'm off work. I get to hang out with Phil for the weekend, so it's a great time.
Sounds good.
Yes. All right. So let's talk a little bit of wrestling first, Sammy, okay?
Of course.
All right. So what was your how did you decide on the name Slammin' Sammy?
So, actually, I can't take full credit for the concept of Slammin' Sammy. I I decided on that name a long time ago whenever I was in martial arts. I was actually given to the name by my own sensei at the time because of the way I fought, because the way I fought was extreme, because I'm very aggressive, and I use my fist a lot and stuff. And he just gave me the name one day, Slammin' Sammy. And
Oh, okay.
I took a real liking to that name a lot. And that's running around in my dojo, that's the name they would use for me all the time, Slammin' Sammy. And I took that character with me into the wrestling world, and it comes with like a lot of real things that also have happened in my life personally. So I'm glad to take that and put it into wrestling.
Very cool. That's a great answer. I love that. And you know, Sammy, it seems to be everywhere you go, you're a fan favorite. Everybody loves you.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way.
Yes, and that's a great thing to, to have in the wrestling business,
Yeah, I would say it's a great feeling.
You don't want to be booed, Sammy. You never want to be booed.
No.
Remember that.
Yeah.
So, at what age did you figure out that you wanted to be a wrestler?
The age that I decided, because I started watching wrestling whenever I was free, because my dad was originally into it too, so it gradually followed into me. I decided I wanted to become a wrestler like when I was like about 7 years old, when I had some
Nice.
sense to me.
There you go. That's very cool. Justin Donahue says hello, Sammy.
Hey, Justin.
So that's very cool. And your dad and your mom go to all the shows with you, and they're always there supporting you. And somebody told me that your dad's a little prankster. Is that true?
Yeah, he does a
Okay.
lot of that.
That's what I hear. I got to keep my eye on him whenever I see him at shows. So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
afraid that he's
always
going to
up to
prank
something.
me.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Um, do you have a dream opponent that you would like to face in the future?
Geez, there's a lot of great wrestlers out there. If there's any that I like to face, like one that I know that is very like popular on the on the indies right now is like Katie Arquette. I think she would be a good one.
Yes, Katie's very good. She's been IWC champion, and I believe a few other places she's been a champion also.
Yeah.
Uh, you're definitely you're definitely on your way up there. You're definitely going to be there. So, um, Justin says, "What wrestlers inspire you?"
The wrestlers that I watched when I was little, because when I was little, the faction that I was obsessed with the most was the Shield. Like I really loved the Shield when I was little, but then when I picked out my favorite wrestler, which is Seth Rollins, he inspired me in many ways, because he's like so confident in himself. And for me, who was always this quiet, laid back kid who really didn't get out there too much with people, he just really caught my eye and attention, and I and I loved watching him.
Very cool. So now, Sammy, I thought CM Punk was your favorite wrestler. Come on now. I thought he was your favorite.
Hey, nothing negative towards Punk. He's doing good right now.
He's your second favorite, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
let's say that.
Oh, that's funny. All right, we got another question for you, Sammy. From Eric Cassidy, he says, "Did you come up with your ring attire, or did you have any insight into it?"
So yes, I did come up with the ring attire very much a long time ago. I had to decide on what colors I want, and I really like the colors purple, blue, and black. Color of a bruise, of course, but but yeah, I really like that, and also I really loved the stars and stuff, and it just gave me all like these good ideas I could take and put into my gear. I have my original one, which I debuted in, and it was very nice. And then and then the new one that I have, I really love that one. And then just seeing the stars, I feel like a real life superhero when I put that stuff on.
Yeah. Yes, I love it. And I've seen you wrestle twice, now in the APWF, and you have so much. Um, there's so much to you, Sammy. You're learning, you're having fun, and you're doing it with a smile on your face. Not too many people do that.
Of course, I love this my whole life, and it's the only thing I've ever wanted to do.
That's awesome. Your dad says, "Watch your back, Striker." See, I told you he's going to get
Uh,
me. Sammy. He's going to prank me somehow.
there he goes again.
Bill Ladicka says, "Hello, all. This should be the new show, the King and Sammy Show. Throw away JJ and Jason." I agree,
Wow,
Bill.
yeah, be a good combo.
Yeah, that's funny. Let's see what up. Your dad says Hollywood Haley J. Um, is that one that you would like to wrestle, Sammy? Is that what he's referring to?
Oh, of course, it'd be a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, she's an OVW, correct? And now
Yes.
she's working somewhere else now, isn't she? Also,
Yeah, I think so.
I can't think of where she's working now. Um, we've got another question from Facebook land, Sammy. Let's see. On a serious note for Sammy, how many hours a week do you train? And explain your travel schedule. How often do you travel?
So I usually like to. I usually like train around like 3 days a week. In my travel schedule, it's basically everywhere. It's like whenever I have like a show and it's like very like far, like very distant out there. We have a lot coming up, so we have a lot of traveling to do. But I travel like maybe I would say like once, twice, sometimes even more a month.
Very cool. Yeah, yeah, Bill. You don't want to mess with Slammin Sammy. She wrestled down at the castle twice, and you don't want to mess with her, Bill. Bill's a
Nice
good
until
friend of
it's
mine.
Yeah, nice until it's not time to be nice.
That's right. Nicholas Woodall says hi, everyone. I'm not sure who Nicholas is, but thanks for tuning in, Nicholas.
Hey, Nicholas.
All right, so let's see what else I got for you. So, like I just said, I saw you. I first met you at the APWF. So, what was your experience being in the APWF for the two shows? Tell me a little bit about that.
The experience was great there, and I mean the fanfare that I had there was really awesome. Just getting to see all those little kids and their
It
smiling
was
faces.
amazing. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
and all the fans out there, and everybody by my side. It was a great time, and I loved it.
Absolutely. And the first time that I met you, never the first show for APWF, we had a training seminar with Bill Collier, and
Yes.
and you was there. You're always taking time to do seminars. There's never anytime I see a seminar, I always see you there. Like you're not skipping out doing seminars. You want to get the work in. You want to learn more. You're doing it all, Sammy.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what you need to be in this business. You have to give it your all, and you have to, most importantly, love giving it your all too. You know, and I would do anything just to learn and keep growing every day, because we could all do better every single day.
Absolutely. You got that right, Sammy, and you got a great mindset. So always keep thinking that way. Um, so Eric Cassie asks, who would be your go-to musical group to make your entrance theme? That's a good question, Eric. That's
Ah,
a real good one.
my my go to musical group. It it may just sound like a little off the wall as they because they wrote my song. I'd say like I'd say Motley Crue.
Kickstart My Heart, right?
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Um, you couldn't, Sammy, that was your prime example to say, uh, in living color, call a personality to be your music. You know, everything comes back to CM Punk, Sammy. You know that, right? Because he's the
Right.
best in the world.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So as of right now, what was your biggest accomplishment, personally or in wrestling?
My biggest accomplishments, like I'll say one for wrestling so far. I mean, I'd say that like the biggest accomplishment that I have got have gotten is definitely like the championship match I just recently had. Because that's like a because it's like a really big deal to have your first one of those. So I'm very happy about that.
Right.
And
And where was that at, Sammy?
that was in it was Free WA down in Quakertown. But
All right. So that would be your personal accomplishment, or your uh, accomplishment in wrestling. So what about your personal life? What's your accomplishment there?
I would say my biggest accomplishment because I just got to do it for my first time this year is vote.
There you go.
Because
And
it's the first because there's only two things I wanted to do when I became an adult. That's vote and drive, and doing both.
awesome. There you go. And you know, we don't get political on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk, but
No.
that is your right to vote. Some people do not vote, and that is also their right. So we
Right.
don't knock you. We don't knock you for voting, and we don't knock you for not voting. But that's awesome, Sam. That was a great answer, also. Um, all right. So explain to everybody what is Little Slammers.
Little slammers are the little fans out there, like the little kid fans, and not just little slammers, big slammers, which I mean like our adult and older fans, and little slammers are the ones that are my fans out there that are just looking at me like I'm a superhero and really moved by me, which I really love.
That's awesome. And Sammy, I'm a little slammer, big slammer, whatever you want to call me. I'm a slammer. I feel you
Uh,
all the way. I got you. I got you.
Love it.
Yes. Got another question on Facebook. Boy, you're popular tonight, Sammy. So, what
Apparently.
was what was your most unique wrestling match that you have been a part of in your tenure? Before you answer that, Sammy, Eric, everybody that doesn't know this, Sammy, this is your first year actually wrestling.
Yes.
You only have a few matches under your belt, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Eric, she's been training for how many years, Sammy, for wrestling?
Been training for 3 years for wrestling.
Okay, and she just started wrestling, uh, doing shows just this year, Eric. So, um, with that being said, now I'll let her answer your question. Uh, Most unique wrestling match you've had been a part of in your tenure.
The most unique wrestling match that I have been in would definitely be like the tag team matches that I have with my own trainer, because those matches for me are so unique because I get tag alongside with him in around like this area because we're both from the Dunbar area, and it's a pretty great thing to tag with your trainer because most people don't have that privilege or opportunity to. So it was
Right.
very special.
Now I know who your trainer is, but tell everybody who you was trained by.
So I was trained under Brandon K. Brandon K, who is owner and promoter of Rise Wrestling. That also holds down the Stronghold Training Center, which is a great training center where they're the best learning that you can get out of wrestling.
Absolutely, and that is based in Uniontown, correct, Sammy?
Yes,
And they hold shows every month at the Uniontown Mall. Is that
yes,
also
and
correct?
yes, and they're responsible like for many successful careers, like Lee Moriarty's in AEW, Fia Hale's in WWE, and Lady Frost has been working at AEW and other places. So they hold
And
a
they
lot of proud names.
and they all came out of Stronghold, correct?
Yes,
Wow, that's a nice little bunch of wrestlers that's moved up to the big leagues.
yes, they have.
And I want to say Thea Hell's not too much older than you, am I right?
No, she's not. I think maybe like early 20s or something.
Yeah, yeah, I think yeah, because I know when she got signed by WWE, she just graduated.
Yeah.
So that's you know that says a lot about the training school Stronghold. So um, anybody that's looking to be a wrestler, you can look them up on Facebook. I'm sure. I'm not sure of um, social their socials or anything, but even hit up Sammy. She can get you all the info that you need if you want to become a pro wrestler, a referee, I'm sure, or a manager.
Yeah. And on Facebook it's Rise Wrestling, or you can look up the Stronghold Training Center. So,
Oh, okay, so they're both. I know Rise is on Facebook, so is Stronghold.
yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So, like I said, anybody wants to be a wrestler, contact them, or get a hold of Sammy. She'll point you in the right direction.
Of course.
Yeah. Sammy, so how do you feel about the current state of women's wrestling um, in WWE and AEW?
The current state, I would say like we have like a lot of new like talent coming in, which is a good thing. We have like a bunch of new talent coming in. We got like new people, and we can see like some like somewhat of like a revolution happening in the women, and we can see it actually becoming a division, and not like a secondary thing like, oh, let's put the women on secondary. No, we can actually have the women doing wrestling matches like the guys, and if not that, even better than the guys, you know.
Right, absolutely. So, who's your favorite uh, ladies wrestler?
Ah, there's so many. I'm gonna have to I would have to say Becky Lynch.
Oh, okay. That's a good one to like. Now, is there anybody that you do not like?
There's not too many. There's not too many of them that I don't like. I try not to not like some of them. So
All right, that's a good answer too. That's a good answer. All right. So, if anybody else has any wrestling related questions, feel free to drop a comment, and I'll read that for Sammy. But we're going to move on to a little bit of Christmas questions for you, Sammy.
good.
All right. So, the the first question is, what was your favorite toy that you got as a kid?
Ah, favorite toy. There's a lot of like toys and stuff that I got at like as a kid. It would have to be like like every year when I was little, and this was whenever I was a kid because I obviously don't get them anymore, but it's the memory of them that counts. So when I was little, and people don't actually believe that I would be the one to like it, but American Girl dolls when I was little were a big part of my life when I was little, and I wanted all of them. And spoiler, I didn't get all of them, but I would just love getting them, and I'd love getting like the little accessories.
Okay. So, Sammy, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I bet you were spoiled as a little kid, weren't you?
Well, I don't think I was spoiled too much. I mean, obviously you're the only child, so you're the only one pretty much getting things. But
Yes.
but for the but for the most part, I wasn't really entirely spoiled. I mean, I got some. I mean, I got good gifts, but I mean, I feel like the only reason why you could get me so many gifts is, well, I'm the only kid in the house, you know.
Yeah, I'm the only child also, so and I will tell you, I was very, very spoiled as a kid. So I will admit that. So I was very spoiled. So Sammy, what is your favorite Christmas movie or show of all time?
I would say my favorite Christmas movie is Elf. I love that movie. It's so fun.
The newer one with oh, I can't think of his name. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about the older Elf.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, such
Okay.
a fun movie.
Yeah. So we'll stick with the movie theme here. Um, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? That's always a popular question around this time of year. Is Die Hard a
Huh.
Christmas movie?
I don't know. I I guess it could be, but then I guess it could not be. So you could really make an argument for either or.
There you go. Now I'm sure your dad will give us the real answer. Is it a Christmas movie or not? Let's see if he's paying
He
attention.
he probably will.
Now another movie that I'm going to ask you, is it considered a Christmas movie? And this is one of my favorite movies of all time, probably my number one movie, and that's the Gremlins. Do you ever see the Gremlins?
Um, no, I've never seen the Gremlins actually.
Sammy, you never seen the Gremlins?
No, I have not.
Sammy!
I know.
Oh,
Need to add that on my list, I guess.
look at this. That's Gizmo. From the Gremlins. How
Aw.
can you? I got a real big Gizmo, but I can't bring it out. It's too big. I can't believe you haven't seen the Gremlins.
No, I have not. Need to put that on my list.
Sammy, tonight after instead of doing Christmas cookies tonight, you need to watch the Gremlins.
Ah,
Oh man, I can't believe you've never seen the Gremlins.
no, I have not.
Oh, all right. I think your dad answered. Let's see. Uh, oh, Lisa Hurst he says yes, and then your dad did answer. He says it is.
Yep.
So it is a Christmas movie. Sammy, I'm so flabbergasted you've never seen the Gremlins.
I know.
Oh, you know what? I can't say anything because I've never seen the Goonies.
Oh.
So I better stop making fun of you about it. So, um,
Uh,
Eric Cassie says, "Damn right it is." Shinsuke Nakatomi Tower. I'm not sure. I think that's in the movie.
yeah, I think so too.
That's funny. Bubba Brewer says, "Hi guys."
Hey, Bubba.
Um, Donnie Fulmer says hello.
Hey, Don.
Um, Eric Cassidy asks, with wrestlers having to be in good shape, what is your go-to cheat meal for the Christmas time?
Ah, oh man. For Christmas time, I definitely gotta say, not just because we're making it now, but definitely all the cookies that we're making.
Oh, Sammy, I'm a sucker for Christmas cookies. Oh boy.
Yeah,
So that's your cheat meal is Christmas cookies.
yeah, I would say.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Everybody's different. Let's see what else. Your dad says Gremlins, yes. Christmas movie. Die Hard, yes. Christmas movie. And then your mom says we are old. The Gremlins is old. Oh, it's not that old. Gremlins is a fantastic movie. Um, Bubba asks Sammy. Bubba asks Sammy, what are your goals in wrestling for 2025?
I would say like my goals for wrestling are just to keep getting better every day each day go as like each day goes on in the process. Also to learn more too while I'm in the business and to get more bookings and have more wonderful experiences.
Very cool. Now, Sammy, that was your prime spot to say, Bubba, my goal in 2025 is to wrestle in APWF again. That's what you should have said.
I'd love to, you know.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So, Bubba, if you're watching, Slammin Sammy again for APWF in 2025. He also says, great answers, Sammy.
Thank you, Bubba.
And Bubba, take care of yourself. I hope you're feeling better. Um, he's been a little under the weather lately, so hopefully he's feeling better. So
Yeah. Get better, Bubba.
yes. Um, the next question for you, Sammy. What is your favorite Christmas cookie?
Uh have to say that there because we have a lot of Christmas cookies. We do a lot of them. I would have to say my favorite Christmas cookie is definitely like just the basic chocolate chip that we do. I mean,
Okay.
it's a very good type of cookie.
Chocolate chip
You know,
is definitely up there in cookies, Sammy.
yeah, it is, but there's something about homemade cookies. You know, they just taste so good and they taste better.
You're absolutely right. Bubba
Yeah.
says thank you guys very much. Yeah, Sammy, you're absolutely right. Homemade cookies are the best. Um, I miss my mom's homemade cookies. I cannot bake. I cannot bake for the life of me, Sammy. So now I just gotta stick with store bought. So
Yeah.
um, nothing
It's
wrong with that
definitely
either.
yeah, it's definitely a hard thing. And speaking of cookies, Larry, we were actually thinking about giving you some.
Well, you know what? I've never in my 46 years, I've never refused a cookie. So I will be
Oh,
more than
okay.
glad to take a Christmas cookie from
Okay.
you,
You
Sammy.
don't Yeah, like do you have like any do you have like any type of allergies or anything?
I do not. I do
Okay.
not.
Because pretty much the only thing is with the cookies that we have in it is peanut butter and chocolate. That's it.
You know, that's my two favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite cookie of all time, Sammy. I know that you was going to ask me that next, right?
Yes.
I knew you was going to ask me that. I love the cookie with the Hershey Kiss on top.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure what the name is, but that is my all time favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be making
So,
those too, so.
oh my. Nathan Sarah asks, he must have missed it. He says, "Who was your trainer?" Nathan, Sammy will be more than glad to answer that for you.
So my trainer is local wrestling legend Brandon Kay. He's been around the business for years, and he is a great trainer.
There you go, Nathan. Um, what, Sammy? You keep getting all these comments.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to be here for hours. I'm just kidding. Eric says, with New Year's right around the corner, what is your New Year's resolution for your wrestling career or just in your personal life?
I would say my New Year's resolution for wrestling is definitely like what I've just been talked about, to to get more bookings, and to just keep growing and learning and every day, and be open to like a bunch of ideas, and just personally just keep enjoying it more.
Awesome. Your mom says, I'll send you some. Give me your address. Perfect. Oh, I would love you for it. That'd be great. Nathan says, he asked another question, or says, hope to see you in NXT down the road. Hope you get in WWE ID. That would be very awesome for you.
Oh, it would be. It's definitely a goal of mine to get signed by somebody. So
Absolutely. That would be fantastic.
yeah.
Um, yeah, keep the questions coming, guys. She'll answer them as long as she wants to. When she says she wants to get off here, I gotta listen to her. She's the boss on here. So,
Uh,
all right. So I just got one more question for you, and for Christmas, do you like eggnog?
no, I do not.
Really?
No, I've never been I don't like I like milk in cereal, but like drinking it like straight out of a glass, I can never be able to. I just I cannot stomach it. So,
Sammy, I'm gonna tell you a little secret here. On Thanksgiving, I
oh,
made I made deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs.
ah,
Okay, so I made 5 deviled eggs. So that gave me 10, total, like because they're cut in half.
yes,
So I ate all of them deviled eggs on
oh,
Thanksgiving, and I drank eggnog. I was so sick that night.
oh,
I had to go to bed because that's how sick I was.
uh, I
And
don't
and
blame
and, and poor Phil, he didn't care. He was sitting there laughing at me.
you.
You
Of
know.
course, yeah.
Bubba, Bubba says they're at. Oh, I missed the thing. He asked, where'd it go? What is your greatest accomplishment so far in 2024?
I would say my biggest accomplishment would definitely be making my, even though it sounds a bit cliche, but my debut. I mean, I feel like I had an amazing presentation, and it just made a way to start my wrestling career outright.
Absolutely. Um, Donnie Fulmer asked if you did an APWF mixed tag, who would you choose as a partner?
Ah,
That's a
gee,
good
well,
question, Donnie.
Gee, well, I don't know. I mean, be honest, because he has asked me about this before. I would say he would definitely be an option for that.
You're saying Donnie would be an option?
Yeah, he'd be a good option for that.
Well, well, I think you know I'm pretty sure he retired this this past year at the very first APWF show. So I don't know if that would happen, but hey, stranger things in the wrestling world have has happened. So never say
True.
never.
Yeah, exactly.
Bubba asks, uh, what wrestling companies do you want to wrestle for in 2025?
Ah, there's
Now, now
there's
remember,
there's
Sammy, the first one should be APWF
yes, of
because he's
course.
asking
Come
it.
back to to APWF again. Wouldn't mind going back to free WA, of course. And if anything, I'd like to, maybe NWA or OVW.
Awesome. And
Those would be good fun.
Sammy, how old are you now?
I'm 18.
You're, you still got plenty of time. So,
Yes.
guys, she's going to whoop ass here around the area in Uniontown, Johnstown, wherever she goes. She's going to be whooping ass around here. Oh, I'm sorry, pardon my French. Whooping butt around here first. Then she's going to go to OVW and kick butt there also.
Mm,
Hopefully,
hopefully.
right, Sammy?
Yeah.
That's it. Um, Nathan says, saw your first match in Johnstown. I was very impressed. It is truly an art, and you are a great athlete. Lots of hard work.
Yes. It truly is an art, and there's always like a lot of hard work that I put into myself. I could always say there can be natural talent, but you know what I mean. Like hard work to me is more the key.
Right? And not too many people know this, but Sammy just doesn't train for wrestling. You also train in, is it judo?
Yes, I used to do that as well.
So she's always in the gym. She's always doing something. She's always doing seminars. She's
Yeah.
still going to Stronghold. You still train there also, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Donnie Fulmer says, quote unquote, retired. So so Sammy, you never know. You may have a option there with Donnie.
Maybe.
Nathan says, imagine wrestling as well.
Oh yes, that'd be a good one too.
Let's see. Let's see. Bubba says, laugh out loud. No, there are more than APWF, Larry. I like those answers. NWA and OVW are great stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would say for sure they definitely are.
This is a good one, Sammy. This is also from Bubba. He says, I seriously commend Sammy on all the hard work you did this past year. Be very proud, and it is awesome that her family supports her 150%.
Yeah, I keep working hard every day and doing the best I can, and my family is always there for me when I need a hug them or a shoulder to cry on, all of that.
That's always good to have a good support system for you, Sammy.
Yes.
And whether, like you said, that you need a shoulder to cry on, or you need somebody to be happy with. Um,
Yes.
because Sammy, where did your first victory come? Where did you get your first victory at?
My first my first victory, I think, was actually at APWF with Pegasa. So
It was Sammy.
yes,
See, see, it's all about the APWF, Bubba. You need to bring her back. She's on a roll.
of course.
Um, Eric Cassidy says, "What country would you like to have your first overseas match in?"
Ah, good question. You know, there's so many. I would say definitely like anywhere in like like the UK, London, Japan. There's so many, but I would say those would be great options.
There you go, Eric. Donnie Fulmer says, "Mr. Tap Out or Tank Larry." I'm not sure what that means, um, but Sammy, uh, you don't want to mess with. I'm not going to mess with Donnie, so I'll call him whatever he wants to be called. If he wants to partner up with you, even though he's quote unquote retired, I think that would be an awesome experience and something to see.
Yeah, and I'm free to whoever wants to tag with me. So both of those would be good options, and it's just whoever says, "Hey, I want to first," you know.
Absolutely. I don't know if you remember this, Sammy, or not, but a couple of weeks ago, I think it was your dad that posted something, and on one of my posts, or he commented on one of my posts, um, when I believe I was talking about you. Um, I said, "Sounds like Sammy needs a king in her corner." So what about the king being your manager? I think that'd be a great option too, Sammy.
Oh yeah, most certainly, be
You
great.
know, we would sell tickets.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep, absolutely. Bubba asks Sammy, "Do you have any more bookings you have to fulfill this year?"
uh, I mean, most of my bookings are gonna be more starting in January, so it should be a fun time.
Do you have any more bookings in 2024?
No, other than the only one I have is is on December 31st. So
Okay. And that's the Ohio show, correct?
yes,
So if you want to tell everybody where that's going to be, maybe they'll come see you.
yeah. So Battle on the Border. It's up near Ohio on December 31st. Should be should be a good show, and it's on New Year's Eve. So come out and enjoy some wrestling on New Year's Eve and have a party. Woohoo!
That's awesome. I love that answer. Um, I do got one more wrestling question for you, or comment, and you can answer this however you want to. Um, when you came to APWF and you had that training seminar with Bill Collier, um,
Yes.
I heard straight from the horse's mouth that he was very impressed with a certain Slammin Sammy. So um, that being said, from big time Bill Collier, um, that should make you feel proud that he said what he said about you.
Yeah, it does. Because we're not perfect human beings. We do our best every day, and especially as wrestlers, we do our best every day. We put our bodies out on the line, and we just love the business so much, and we strive to be the best, and we strive to be in it, and we work hard unforgettably, and we do what we can to put on these matches, because it's no easy feat.
It's not, and I couldn't even think about doing what you guys do. Um, I'm a huge wrestling fan. You know that by now.
Yeah.
But I definitely, I don't think even in my younger age, I don't think I can do what you guys do now. I don't think that it's a lot of work, a lot of commitment.
Yes.
Um, and I tip my hat to you guys, that's for sure. So, but just keep doing what you're doing, Sammy. You're doing great. And I love watching your progression that you have, your willingness to learn more. Um, you're you're gonna go places. It's gonna take time. Don't
Yes.
don't get discouraged. Continue what you're doing. Get any advice that you can from anybody. Every little bit helps.
Of course.
Let's see. We got a couple more comments. Uh, Bubba says Sammy and Bad Bubba Brewer in my prime would have been a hell of a mix tag team. And definitely Mr. Tap Out and Sammy would have been a good team too.
Oh yeah, both would be awesome.
Yes. And Bubba, he said quote unquote retired. So you never say never.
No, especially in this business, you don't.
Right, right. Eric says when the show is almost over, can you cut a promo making fun of JJ and Reese, Sammy?
Ah,
She
yeah, that
can't
would
do
be
that.
fun.
She can't do that, Eric. She's too nice.
Uh, it'd be fun, a little comedy here and there.
Okay, well, if you want to do it, I'll let you do it in due time. But um, now I got one very important question to ask you, Sammy. Okay, what is your favorite wrestling podcast to watch or listen to?
My favorite wrestling podcast would definitely be like the one with Freddie Prince Jr. Wrestling with Freddie. That's a very good one to listen to.
Now, Sammy, you should have said Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk.
Oh yeah, of course,
See,
yours too.
that's what you should have said. See, that's what you should have said.
Right.
Do you listen to Busted Open or anything?
Yes, I do on occasion. Yeah.
Okay. Busted Open is very good. I don't listen. I never listened to the Freddie Prince one. I didn't even know he had one.
Yeah, he does.
And do you know what that's called?
Yeah, it's called Wrestling with Freddie. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Um, Bubba says, "No, I'm retired, Larry. My back is like a jigsaw puzzle." Laugh out, or he gave a smiley face. Um,
Oh, poor guy.
yeah.
Hey.
uh, but um, but he also says, "Great show, Sammy. Merry Christmas, and wishing you all the best."
Yep. Thanks, Bubba. Merry Christmas to you too.
That's awesome. Does anybody have any last questions for Sammy before she gets off of here and goes and makes some delicious Christmas cookies? So we'll count down. We're down to the last 3 minutes. Get any questions in for Sammy now.
Of course.
So, while we got a little bit of time, Sammy, how can everybody find you on social medias? Do you know? Can they find? You got your social media links that you want to tell everybody?
Yes, I do. Of course. So on Instagram, you can catch me at Slammin Sammy official, and on my Facebook, basically just simple. It's Slammin Sammy, and on Twitter, my username on there is Slammin Sammy 88937, and my TikTok is at Slammin Sammy 101. So
There you go, guys. Anybody that wants to book Sammy, there was her social medias. If you didn't catch that, you can catch it on the replay, or you can contact myself. I will get you in contact with Sammy if you want to book her for any shows in 2020, the rest of 2024, and 2025. So, Sammy, is there anything that you want to say to the wrestling world, more particular uh, people watching Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk?
I would just say, every in in every walk of life, whatever is coming your way, give it everything that you have, give it your best, and if you haven't started yet, do it now.
That's awesome. That's very awesome. Um, I'm still waiting for just another minute to see if anybody has any more comments for Sammy. Uh, and then, but if not, Sammy, we'll get you out of here. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll just give it a second. We're down to 1 minute, guys. 1 minute left to ask Sammy any more questions. Now, Sammy, I got a question for you. Out of the Pro Wrestling Stream Talk guys, which would be myself, Main Event Jay, and the Freak from Q Creek Reese, who is your favorite person on Pro Wrestling Stream Talk?
Oh man, I don't know if
Forgive
I can
me.
I don't know if I can make that decision, because it's like, starting a conflict within the group. You know what I mean?
Well, Sammy, who's the only one here with you right now?
You.
Oh, see, they were too busy doing something else. They couldn't be here. So
Yeah.
I'm here for you, Sammy. So I will answer that question for you. I am Sammy's favorite, everybody. I am her favorite Pro Wrestling Street Talk person.
And don't get into a fight with your buddies now.
Well, we fight every day. That's nothing new.
Oh boy.
Derek Horner says, "Good luck, Sammy."
Thanks, Derek.
Derek's a good friend of mine. He also saw you down at APWF in Johnstown, and he also says, "Keep up the good work."
Again, thank you, Derek.
That's awesome. Eric Cassidy says, "How about that promo, Sammy?" I believe he's talking about the promo where you're making fun of JJ and Reese. I'll let you do that right now if you really want to do it. It would make my night.
JJ and Reese. You both like to think that you're all tough when you're really just not.
That's it. That's it. You give him hell, Sammy. That's it. But anyway, thank you, Sammy, for coming on tonight and talking wrestling and talking Christmas. I hope you and your family have a very Merry Christmas. Be safe, and I cannot wait to see you wrestling in 2025.
All right. Thank you for having me on. I enjoyed it. So, well wishes to you too.
Thank you so much. Anytime you want to come on and talk wrestling or make fun of the other two jabronis, you're more than welcome.
Sounds great.
And your dad says the king is Sammy's favorite. See? Everybody knows, Sammy. Everybody knows.
Of course.
So, that's it for tonight, guys. Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk with Slammin Sammy. Please like the video when you watch the replay, or if you're watching now, you can hit the like button. Subscribe, follow, whatever you need to do for Slammin Sammy, and she will see you in 2025. And so, with that being said, thank you, Sammy, for coming on tonight. We will talk to you soon. And good night, everybody, for Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk.